Sugarless crystals here. So, am I in ketosis? It's a pretty simple question. It's kind of dynamic to answer. Are you producing ketones? Probably so. Are you in a state of ketosis? Yeah and no. It kind of goes both ways actually. The body starts producing ketones within a matter of hours of you being hungry. Whether you use those ketones or not is the question. I see people on Instagram and Facebook and things of that nature, you know, posting their ketone strips and things of that nature. But having a purple ketone strip isn't always a good thing, because when you're producing ketones and you're using them, they're not going to show up. If you're peeing them out, you're not using them. Simply put. So now you may ask, what really is ketosis? And not to get confused with ketoacidosis. Ketosis is a state where you use ketones as your primary fuel source over glucose, or sugar as you may know it as. A way that I used to test whether I was in ketosis or not, which I'm gonna use that term very, very lightly, whether I was in ketosis or not, okay? Because that has so many different dynamics to it. But one way that I did was I used a glucometer. I used this right here because I wanted to test how certain foods affected my blood sugar levels. And at the time I was a little naive. I didn't know any better, but regardless of what you eat, your blood sugar rises anyway. But I didn't know at the time. And I mean, this entire thing is a learning process anyways. So not only did I test my blood glucose level, but I also tested my ketone. Now, I want to say over 0.5 millimolars is ketosis. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. It's about over 1.2 or 1.3 millimolars is keto adaptation, which will be another video all into itself. And these are just some rough numbers, because at the end of the day, you should always go off how you feel. It's kind of just like the weight scale. People, they always talk about, well, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to lose 15. No. Because your weight fluctuates every single day. I can't remember the last time I got on the scale. People ask me how much I weigh. I have no idea, because I go off of how I look. I know what I want my stomach to look like. I know what I want my chest to look like. I know how defined I want my back. Now, granted, if I was 200 pounds and my arms still look like this, I think I'd be okay. So it really doesn't matter what the scale says. Always go off of how you look. Every week I used to go into the gym. I would get my personal trainer to check my body fat, which wasn't bad to know, but at the same time, if my body fat was 10% and I wasn't defined as much as I wanted to be, it really didn't matter. He said, oh, well, Darius, you're 10%. Well, I don't look the way I want to look. So what good did being 10%? I mean, how did 10% even help me at all? You know? Now, let's talk real quick about some of the things that you may go to in entering ketosis, or when you first go off of it. Now, one thing, you're gonna feel hungry. Some people will. Most people I've come across, they do feel a bit hungry when they first start. And that's because what's happening, even though you're feeding your body, your brain isn't getting the glucose, you know? So what happens is what then happens is your body goes into a sort of a starvation mode. And your brain's telling you, okay, I have food, but there's no glucose here, so I'm hungry. So it kind of messes with your head, because you may not even be hungry, but you're getting signals saying, I'm hungry. And it messes with you a little bit, to be honest. But as long as you have goals set in your head, it'll be fine and you'll get over that little hump. Then you have the process of what may be the keto flu. Me personally, I've never had the keto flu. I've never went through it, but I hear it's nothing to play with. But ways that you can overcome that is, you want to keep your electrolytes up. You want to keep up your sodium, your magnesium, and your potassium. And potassium is like a really big thing in keto, which you can get from your spinach and your avocados. Me personally, spinach causes a histamine effect to me, so I can't eat spinach, but I can eat avocados all day. That doesn't give me an issue whatsoever. But to each his own, I would say test yourself out and see how it makes you feel. Because of things such as your histamine intolerance and leaky gut, IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. You know, having these things, that's one step further in healing your body. Oh, and another thing, on your process of going to ketosis, macros. I cannot stress that enough. Do not count your calories. Macros. I am going to say it again. It is too crucial that you get your macros in. Now, I just said don't count your calories. What I didn't say was eat 5,000 calories of fat. I didn't tell you that. Don't say I did. Because the thing is, you know, when you go into ketosis, when people first start keto, they want to eat cheese and bacon and cheese and nuts. If you're doing this just to change your lifestyle, that's another story. But if you're doing it to lose weight, calories do matter, because if you eat more than maintenance calories in a day, guess what? Your body will still store that fat. That's why you can gain weight on keto. Please don't get that confused with anything else. Because just because I'm saying I'm on a keto diet does not necessarily mean I can't get fat. Because I've done it before. When I first started this channel, I was eating like crazy, man. Boy, oh boy. I found myself bloated and starting to gain a little belly fat. And I was like, But you know, with time I've learned to, you know, control myself a little bit more. What is ketosis? What is keto? That's a quick breakdown for you guys. I have more videos coming around these subjects of keto and paleo, so I'll get into keto adaptation and even further. My best advice is just to watch your macros. Watch your macros hard, and your body will do the rest. The body is a very smart machine. It'll heal you. Line yourself up with some tools. Make sure you have your macros together and things of that nature. And the keto sticks, I think, is a waste of money. Now, if you just want to buy them because they tend to be popular, that's fine. But if it's purple, that's not a good look. Anything that's purple means you're not using any of them. Your blood will always be the best source of testing. If you're looking for some delicious keto recipes, or even paleo if that's the route you choose to go, if you don't want to do keto, check out my channel. I got so many delicious recipes and so many more to come. I mean, my list of recipes to come is just amazing. I can't wait to make them. So subscribe now so you won't miss any of that stuff. I'm Darius here at Sugarless Crystals, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, recipe coming up Wednesday. See you later.